Hi, I'm Christopher Sharp, and this is Seminole Sports Magazine. Florida State's beach volleyball team is currently ranked number 3 and is led by some of the most decorated coaches in the country. With the experience to succeed, the beach team is focused on competing for the NCAA National Championship. Madison Fitzpatrick has the story. In the past, all you needed to play baseball was a bat, a glove, and a ball. However, now each player seemingly comes to the plate with technology from the future. After an up-and-down 2018 season, Florida State's players are eager to show their fans their improvement. Hello everyone, I'm Christopher Sharp here with a special one-on-one with Florida State's head football coach, Willie Taggart. Coach, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing excellent. How are you, Chris?
I'm doing good. So today we're going to talk about recruiting, specifically this most recent recruiting cycle. So last season, when you first got here, you were hired and you only had a little bit of time to kind of really get acclimated and then also bring in a whole recruiting class. So what was the difference between this last year and this year? Hey Seminole fans, I'm Christopher Sharp here to bring you the latest news in Florida State athletics with this week's Seminole Update. In Tallahassee, the women's basketball team hosted the Pittsburgh Panthers. Returning to the Tucker Center for the first time in a year was Pittsburgh head coach Lance White, a former assistant on Coach Sue Semrau's staff at FSU. However, the Seminoles didn't go easy on their former assistant coach, as an intense defensive effort held the Panthers to just a 30% shooting percentage from the field. Junior forward Kaya Gillespie led FSU with 18 points and 10 rebounds.
FSU is just on fire today.
Her double-double plus more scrappy play from the entire team resulted in a 78-46 win for the Noles. Moving on to the Diamond. Last Friday, the Florida State baseball team celebrated opening day with an 11-0 win over Maine. Starting pitcher Drew Parrish, along with relievers Connor Grady and Chase Haney, combined to throw for the 10th no-hitter in school history. The Noles took 3 more games from the Black Bears, including a 6-5 victory in the third game on a walk-off sacrifice fly by freshman catcher Matt Nelson. This opening weekend sweep kicked off Mike Martin's 40th and final season as FSU's head coach. He is now less than 10 wins away from reaching his 2000th victory. And that wraps up a perfect weekend in Florida State athletics, as the Noles tallied 14 wins and 0 losses in 5 games. I'm Christopher Sharp, and that was your Seminole Update. Spring is a time for rejuvenation, a time for cleaning, and a time for new growth. The Florida State football team also used the spring to develop, and they showcased their hard work in Doak Campbell Stadium on April 6th in the annual Garnet and Gold game. For one Seminole, the spring game meant everything. Running back Kalen LeBourne suffered a gruesome injury during the first game of last season.
Hey, stick with it, Kalen.
And the spring game marked his first action back in Doak in front of a crowd. In the first quarter, the Gold team opened up the scoring with a 50-yard touchdown pass from quarterback James Blackman to receiver Tamorion Terry. A 17-yard spinning touchdown reception by sophomore tight end Cameron McDonald for the Garnet unit concluded the festivities, with the final score being 27-21 Gold team.
And that will do it.
If the Garnet and Gold game was any indication, then fans will have a lot to look forward to this fall. I'm Christopher Sharp for Seminole Sports Magazine. The crack of a bat, the stirring of cleats in the dirt, the sound of a ball hitting a leather glove.
That time he got the ball down.
These images and more are all an inherent part of a classic game of baseball. During Coach Mike Martin's tenure at Florida State, these sights have been commonplace in Dick Howser Stadium. Today, however, there are new technological advancements in place that are changing America's pastime forever. Some will say that we have gone back to the future by intertwining America's pastime with futuristic technology. Traditionalists may not see the benefits, but the Seminoles are seeing results measured in more wins and ever-improving athletes. I'm Christopher Sharp for Seminole Sports Magazine. With a roster comprised of 20 to 25 student athletes, the Golden Girls often divide into Garnet and Gold squads to help fulfill all of their required appearances. After a semester of hard work, the efforts of both the Golden Girls and the cheer team paid off. The all-girls cheer team placed 3rd, while the Golden Girls placed 9th in the jazz dance competition. For the rest of the semester, the Florida State Golden Girls and cheerleaders will be supporting Seminoles athletics. Whether it's a home basketball game or the home football spring game, the Golden Girls and cheerleaders will be there. However, while you're in attendance, don't forget the teams on the sidelines are also bringing in the hardware. I'm Chris Sharp for Seminole Sports Magazine.